Good morning, everybody, and it is time for us to say everybody Happy New Year and have a wonderful time. Make sure that our coming years, not only 22, but many more years, have a wonderful uh, best of health and best of happiness. That's what I always believe. Wealth is a byproduct, and we will be sure that if we have the good health and finance, we are ready to have a good happiness and give happiness. So today this topic was very common, which we keep asking across, that what are the financial resolutions you have taken, or what is the new year resolutions we have taken. And when we were doing this quite a lot, most of the people says, no, I have taken a new year resolutions to not to take a resolution because we don't continue. But our intention is always is to continue or not to continue is a different way of looking, but to have a long term financial goals to achieve, have peace of mind and good health and happiness, we should make sure that we take some good part and try to do it forever and ever. And that is not only creating a good financial freedom for you, for your family, and for others. So I like to find it out from participant. Do you take any New Year resolutions or not? You can unmute and happy to tell about yourself. Anybody would like to share your New Year resolutions? It can be financial, it can be health, it can be wealth, it can be anything. Or do you take or not? Is it I am on mute or all of you are on mute?
No, you are audible, ma'am.
Okay, no, I was just kidding to find it out that it is audible or not to tell.
Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning, Rachana ma'am.
Yes, Happy New Year to Harish.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Wishing you the same. Thank you.
Yeah, tell me. Do you have any resolutions? So let me tell you the story today when I was writing this on a new year and what are the new year resolutions normally have it. So being, I don't know about all others people, but we are from Bangalore and we have a lockdown on a weekend. So I'm just doing from a home today. So best part of the new year is that most of the people in Bangalore at least was staying at home. So they said, what was the new year you did? So that I said the best part is that I slept very well. And I got up early morning only, and then I wished, I said, no, I don't have to waste my 12 o'clock night, because most of the time when we were young, that was the normal. We will see the Doordarshan till 10:30, 11, and then just wish and sleep. And I was telling it is so peaceful when you are having a best new year to have it peacefully to go about in the next year it is coming across. So when I started my new year first day, this is my new year resolution. I normally also don't take a new year resolutions as told. I'm just showing, please let me know if you can see my screen. You can? You are able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am, we can see that.
So which screen you are able to see?
The money resolutions for 2020.
Yeah. So this is what I have made it, and I felt if we are able to take care of these, so not only resolution for 2022, it is for any number of years. And this is what I learned when we were young. So I remember my mother will say that you should always do good. You start praying and study more, less spend money, and make sure that full year goes like that. And that's what I always feel. So most of us, when I keep talking about a lot of people that realize it, when we have certain big spend coming, then you realize from where the money has to be come. So please make sure whenever you are trying to have a big money coming across, you plan in advance. Even nowadays, a lot of time, at least I know from we have two kids. When we have now in Bangalore, a lot of schools have a yearly fees coming, and you have to pay suddenly 4 lakhs. So each school have around 2.5 lakhs of fees. How you can suddenly get it in a 5 lakhs in a one single month? So sometimes you have to realize it how much extra money if I'm getting into a specific time, how to plan in advance. Allocate day every month to check your finance. So most of the time it depends. I have been doing this for last 26 year or maybe more than 26 years. I always write my expenses. What is my income and expenses? So may not be the T level. Before I used to write even till 5 rupees. Now I don't write it in 5, so I may write it in 50 or 100 rupees. But yes, I do write it my finances, where I have done the investment and where I have done the expenses. So it is easier for us to know where we are spending, because most of the time we don't realize it where we are spending, because we felt okay, it is already there in the money in the bank, or I have one of the customer, whenever he gets a form 16 he get a call. So if I'm getting a call, I will think okay, it is a May time, so he's got a form 16. Then he will come and ask me, Rashna, my form 16 says that so much money I have got and I have invested only this and I didn't spend anywhere, so you tell me where the money has gone. And I says, how I will know your money, because I know only investment part and the rest you have to do. Then we will do the next, my review meeting is to just go through his only credit card bills. That's the only things he normally does it through the credit cards. And then we realize, oh, you have spent this much money in this area, this is money, this is the area and other part of it. So this is the one thing which we have realized, we do lot of ad hoc expenses which we don't take it. So I'll give you example. Another one is, I was most of the time in December and January, we normally do the charity and try to see how we can give back and all. So we were just taking the old clothes and we said, okay, we will give it across. And when we said, okay, which all the things you are not able to take care of the clothes, we will see. And we realized around 5 to 6 clothes where kids are saying we don't want it to do or they outgrown it. We have not even worn once. It means that we have purchased when it has come, but not even worn once. So that is the one of the reason I have realized it. Sometimes I can say the number of discounts, or we feel okay, it is so cheap, why don't we buy it? One dress is coming approximately $1,000, which will never get it, and we don't wear it also. So that's another things we have to make sure we track across where we spend. I always tell in my any of the other webinars when I do for women, is the best person who has to do the best wealth manager or the planner is your mother. I have never seen my mom spending new dresses other than the festival or the birthday. But nowadays we be doing that, okay, this sale has come or that sale has come, and we keep going on and we spending across, and we may not utilize those. So when you are writing those things, when you're seeing your finance, you will realize it, you are going out of a bounds even though you don't need that. So avoid buy now and pay later scheme. This is the new trend, young generation. I've been doing this whenever I try to go for the any corporate where we are having a young people. We always says that credit card money is also your money. Don't think this is just a plastic money, because that is the way they will always try to tell me ki I can make sure this credit card pay this one and this credit card that pay. Indirectly you need to pay, and most of the time this is the new apps has come or something, somebody is coming and telling me, no, credit is giving me so much of loan without a mortgage, this person is giving me this much loan. And I said, why you have to do that when you can avoid it? And this guy came to me, he may be around 23 years old, and he's already taken 23 lakhs of loans from different apps, which is giving across, and he defaulted 3 times. And I said, where you spend so much of money? So he says, no, I have taken a bike, which is some 9.5 lakh. I have gone for this trek, which is 3.5 lakh. And maybe I can say I'm an old thought or something. And I said, when you don't have a money, why the hell you did that? You must have rented across. Then he says, no, that is very important. This is my passion. This is my dream. How you can say that? Of course, everybody should have a dream, must have a dream, and try to achieve those dreams. But the best part is to try to evaluate what are the different alternatives you have it when you are trying to have, if you have a money, there is nothing wrong to buy and enjoy your dream and passion. Otherwise, you better have different ways to look at how you can reduce and achieve your passion, or maybe a little later. There's nothing wrong if I go to Mansarovar, or I go for one of the rallies in a Harvey and some another bigger bikes. I don't know the names, which is so costly ones. So it is okay. and that guy is now able to take any loans which he really needs a home loan now, because his ratings of CRISIL ratings have, sorry, credit ratings has gone so down because he has been defaulted 3 times. So these are the few resolutions I keep saying. So the fourth one is plan this year goals and how to achieve them. Normally, whenever we say goals are normally taken care of a short term, long term, and mid term. So for us, short term is below 3 years, and 3 to 8 years, and 8 years and above. But if you have a smaller short term goals, which is coming in this year, for example, I have planned for my kids' education for so long, but my kids' education is going now. So this year they are going for a higher education or maybe a graduation. So you should plan it now. So it should not impact the market is gone up or down. I'm not able to pay the fees. You have to know what are the goals are coming in this year, which you must have planned in earlier, so you are in a safer side. Never ever think about that, okay, there is nothing wrong, I will do it. So we were doing a survey and find it out why people don't invest. This is, yes, most of the people are having a knowledge. There is nothing called people don't have knowledge. The awareness, the knowledge is beyond, I have seen now. Only people, the problem is coming is only 8% are coming as an execution. So you will see that everybody knows that cigarette is not good for health. It's written on the packet, it's written, but they still smoke. So it's similarly, we know that what regularly investment is good. People are parents used to do it RD and all this time, because at time RD was giving a 12% returns. So now it's not giving. So what is giving you above the inflation or above the taxation is equity. It is good, but somehow we don't do it. So that is another myth I have seen. People says, no, Rashna, I don't have a money. And this is, according to me, is a baseless, because even the person I have met in a hospital, because my dad and mom are old, I keep going to different hospitals because they're admitted. I have seen some of the nurse, they keep coming and telling me I get 6,000, 10,000. Of course, they get the stay and a hostel and everything. So this is still, auntie, I'm able to save. So I was thinking the person who is earning 6 to 10,000 is able to save, then how a person can 20, 30,000 can say that we are not able to save? Saving is in a mindset, or investing is in a mindset. It's not that I have less money or more money. I have met many more people who are drivers. That's my best time pass. Whenever I go in the taxi, I speak with them and find it out. They may have investment so much. So last week I got another customer. He is in around 26 years of in IT, and he asked me first question. What do you think a person of my profiling in IT for 25 years must have the portfolio? Of course, I don't know about his portfolio. So he just asked me this question with your customers links and all. So I said, maybe around 5 to 7 CR, you should be having it. 25 years you're working. And he felt very bad according to me. I felt, because his face looks a little different. So I said, what happened? He said, no, I don't have a maybe more than 1 CR. So I said, it's okay. Sometimes people do have something. Everybody is different. I'm just talking about my own customers, my friends, and my people, because I'm also in the 20, 25 years in this. So maybe that's a way. Then he says, no, the reason is I missed, and I feel that's the biggest mistake I did is I did only SB and FD. And you all did the power of compounding. And I was so happy to hear that from him, because I was feeling very bad to how to convince him that, okay, it's fair enough, next to what is the best thing. Sometimes when I realized it, he knew the answer, but he didn't have, I can say, guts or maybe a fear to go out and try it out as a long term and equity. So sometimes we do know our own answers. Sixth, but last but not the least, is talking about health insurance. All of us have seen, now you have started again. Of course, this time is a very less and mild side, not having much hospitalization. But we have seen the health insurance has taken quite a good number. And because of last 2 years, the health insurance and the term cover rates have also gone very, very high. So these are the major basic things which we always tells that take care of your risk management, take care of your goals, take care of your emergency, and that's where you will take care, and the rest you will just enjoy not only New Year but throughout the year. So with this, I will just try to go to the next few things which we always feel. What are the 5 tips for the new year? I like to give it across. So I always believe in what I do is set the goals. Very, very important part of it, set the goals. Manage risk, manage debt and loans. This is what I'm trying to do it because last few years I have seen both side of the world. One side of the people says, Rachna, I have not spent the money, you invested. Another side of the people I have seen that I have taken so much of loan, I don't know how to pay it. So there's another side. So please, we should have a good balance of the debt and the loan. Start now. There is nothing called I missed the bus or I'm late. The day you start is a great day. Look at long term and discipline, power of compounding, whatever you say, look at long term. I have few customers, I can say they have gone out because when the market is not good, they will come and tell me, abhi to maine FD kiya hota to kitna acha hota. At least it is giving me positive and all. So as an advisor, our major work is 99% is talking about this is you are in the right track. You please continue because history repeats, the market repeats, everything repeats. So when there is a down, there will be up. But sometimes people are taking time to come out from the fear. And this is the best answer I can say you in March 20, when the lockdown started. That year itself was 35% down in a single month. And people says, no, you don't know COVID. We have no idea about COVID. You can talk about market, you can say, but COVID was not there when the previous market fall and all. And we said, no, it can be a different reason. I can say it's a Harshad Mehta scam or a Y2K scam or a financial scam or a COVID scam, COVID or whatever. But whenever the market has fallen, that 18 to 24 months, the market has come up. So it is a different naming convention. You can say that the market fall, but market will fall and market will come up. So I can say 80% of our customers has moved, and even we, whatever debt we had, we have moved, and they grown almost 70 to 80% in a year. So sometimes we have to know what is a long-term discipline we have to look. The difference between any individual doing investment and the third party or advisor doing is only we don't have any emotions. So when I am taking a money call, I will say what is good as per market or as per my knowledge. But when you are doing investment, you will say, oh, it is gone low. Let me wait for 1 more month or 2 more months. And then it keeps sometimes goes positive, sometimes it goes negative also. So that's another way I have noticed and learned. Whenever we invest, try not to involve the emotions. This is my own story of my own, that we got the first car, and that's being a first car, we got our daughter from the hospital also coming there, and when we wanted to sell it, I felt no, it is very sentimental being a first car, first new house and first daughter and everything. We have gone emotion. So my husband says, if you start playing that, even kabadi wala will not take it in 4 rupees. So then after some times I realized that is a fact that you have to remove your investment and your assets and other things out of the emotions when you are taking a financial decisions. So agenda 4 is how to make budget, start investing now, manage your debt, risk management and the behavior. I always believe that making money, not making money or investing is not who have a money. It is a behavior or a mindset works. So setting a goal is always a smart way. We have to be specific, measurable, achievable, and realistic. So I will just show the video. Please let me know, Sanjay, if you can see that the video, because I was feigning a problem when I did a video.
You work very hard because you want very best things for you and your family. So, begin setting up smart goals based on what you want. Making sure they are specific with clear details, measurable with exact amount, attainable but challenging enough, realistic with necessary skills and knowledge. And it should be time-bound so that you start taking action without any delay. Next, you need to know where you stand financially. List down what and how much assets you own. Also list down how much liabilities you have. The difference between these two is your real net worth. It will give you an idea about how far you are from your goals. Third pillar is to know how much you need to save. Normally, people save whatever is left after spending from their income. But the right way of saving is to set aside at least 30% of your income based on your financial goals from your income. And then use what is left for your expenses. And finally, you need to create a budget for your finances. Budget helps you to save more. Also ensure that the payment of personal debt should not exceed 25% of your income at any level. Call us now to build strong pillars for security.
You're able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am, we can see that.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, actually, this is the first time I normally run it from presentation, that video. It was not coming, so I thought I'll have the screen change. So you're able to see the screen, the setting of the financial goal?
Yes, ma'am, the header is not properly visible, but
Now?
yes, ma'am, now it's visible.
Okay. So what are the normal financial goals? So most of the time when I go and speak with the people, so I have another customer coming to me. He has sold his company and then he got around a good set of amount, around 20 to 30 crores and all this stuff. And I asked simple question to him, what are your financial goals? So he says, no, I don't have a financial goals at all. So I said, yes, I know that you have a good set of amount. So most of the time when you have a good set of amount, so you may not be wanted these goals because these goals must have achievable, but you should be having some goals. So he says, no, I don't know. You tell me what are the goals. So most of the time when we are talking about financial goals, we take care of a child's education and a marriage, buying an assets, retirement funds, and buying a car and a vacation. When we are able to take care of all these things, then the next set of the goals comes where people will start thinking of how to bring the society up, how to give back to the society, how to take care of my appreciation, where I can go to the next generation, how I can give it across, or if I have any of my businesses or my passion I wanted to do. So a lot of time nowadays people says I may not be the right person to do the startup, so I wanted to fund the few startups. So this is the another kind of things which has been happening across, where people are asking what are the goals people look across and do it. So our first understanding is to make sure that we have a financial goal and we are able to achieve the goals. So because none of us are going to get a pensions, none of us are going to get nowadays, those days are gone where we have a joint family and our kids and others will take care of us. So that's another very huge amount. So most of the time when we do the retirement planning, we don't take care of inflation linked. This is another thing I have seen last 2 weeks back. I was having another customer who came back to me and he said, no, I have taken a one pension plan which is going to give me 30,000 and I spend only 30,000 rupees. Then I said, you are just a 55. He said, yeah. So I said, you are spending 30,000 now and you need to take care of till 85 or 90. Do you think 30,000 is enough? He said, yeah, why not? Because that's what I spend. So sometimes I was trying to explain him and then he says, oh my God, I didn't realize it that I have to take care of inflation. So it's nothing wrong in taking a pension plan which can take care of 30 or 40% of your total pension, because that is a constant amount. It's not an inflation linked. So whenever you are doing any retirement planning, please make sure that whoever it does for you or you do yourself, take care of inflation linked also. So this is the another level. I'm just doing some of the surveys done by Aviva. Most of the people, we will realize it when you do a planning and execution level is so low. So most of the time we will realize it is most less than a half or less than 30, around 30%, where we planned it and we executed. This is the way we should make sure that when we are planning, we execute. The thing is not we plan is a halfway doing, but major results comes only when you are talking about the, I can say, results coming on the planning. So this is the way I was going through some of those videos coming across, and this is what I loved it. He says whenever people goes for Olympics, around 400 sports person goes, to the time. I don't think so, other than family member and a friends normally go and see of them. But once they have even won the any medal, bronze, silver, or a gold, you will realize it. Maybe 300 or 3,000 people goes and pick them up. So because results matter, it's not that they have not worked at all. 400 has worked the same way. They have done their best, but normally the results is matter. So most of the time the execution and the results is also very important in a part of our financial planning. So risk management takes care of your health and the term cover. Do earlier the better, especially the young people, because term cover means pure life cover. It is like, I normally try to explain, life cover is like your car insurance or a bike insurance, where you are taking care of a bike or a car insurance. If nothing happens, that money doesn't come back to me. So that's the same thing happen for your life. And the good part of your life is, once you have taken, the premium doesn't change even till you're 99 or 85, whatever age you have taken across. So please do that earlier the better. Health plan, most of the people say I have taken care from the corporate. It is good to have through corporate, and but take one small at least of yours, because as your age goes, sometimes we don't get a good health cover. So that's another things in the risk management, you should take care of it. Contingency plan, very important. Lot of people's contingency is not there. Yesterday only I was doing an FP for one person. He has around, I don't know, 2 CR or, and his full amount is in PF, PPF, NPS, LIC, and real estate. And I asked him, if I need only 1 lakh, how, from where you will get the money? And he's looking at me. He said, I don't know how to take it. So I said, why you have done the full investment, which is a locked in and all, are not even flexible to have a contingency? He said, because that's why I felt it is the safest thing and I don't know how to do it. And yesterday he wrote it to me till 10:30 night messages that how to make a contingency plan. And I always tell people that whenever you have the portfolio, make sure your 50% at least has been flexible to, in case if you wanted to remove the money, you are able to remove. Goal-based planning, I already told you, for a kid's education, retirement is the best part of it. Nowadays, trend is changing. A lot of people are looking vacations on a very high things. That's another things which has come apart from the asset creation. So I'll just move this to the next level. As I told you that a lot of people, they plan, but they don't execute is another thing. So this time onwards, I'm going on a behavior side, how the behavior part works very well. So there is a story of two good friends, who is the best in cricketer. Anyway, when the movie has come 83, I think so a lot of people have become a nostalgic and thinking about the, I can say, the cricket, and they both are doing better. So we think A is actually still better than B, but B went on playing for 24 years, but A disappeared. So do you think who is A and B? The best part of those is discipline was a key between Sachin and Tendulkar and Vinod Kambli. That's what Kapil Dev says. And discipline not only in investment, not only in the sports, but in the health and everywhere. The 0.1% extra keep doing regularly, that makes a difference. So please try to continue the discipline, and that's where I feel privileged, because being my dad is an army, and I felt that has become inherent for us too, because being a dad was very disciplined in army. But most of us, I can tell you, when I do the financial planning and I will say, okay, you have 30,000 SIP or 50,000 SIP, you will do for 9 years. This is what the money will come. But when I go back, maybe in between they must have removed the money even for the smallest thing. Or sometimes what happened, okay, market is low, so I'll keep it in SB account and then put it across. So don't do that part of it. Being a discipline, you know that when market is down, that's the best part of an investment. It is like you ask your mother, they always says that, oh, gold price has gone down, let me go and buy gold. Why she wants to do that? Because she thinks she will get a little bit more extra grams. Similarly, when the market is low, you may get an extra units. So the fundamental is the same. So you need to be disciplined for whenever you wanted to grow and be a part of a excel in your wherever you are. So this is the Warren Buffett. Nobody needs an introduction. They always says that successful investment takes time, discipline, and patience. No matter how great the talent and effort, something just takes time. You can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. It's so well said, because It is a story of two people, and which says that how you can make sure that you keep pulling out the plant and saying that the root has gone down or not gone down. You need to give a time to root to go down and then grow and give the fruits and the flowers and the fruits, I mean to say. So discipline is a one part which is my core part when we are doing in the financial planning, health, school. I feel we all learned this part of it, but somehow we forgot. So I remembered, at least in I was studied in Kendra Vidyalaya, my dad being in army. If you don't go on time, I remember we used to have such a big stadium, and we'll say, okay, you take 4 rounds or 2 rounds and all this stuff. And after doing once or twice, we never wanted to go late. Correct. So we used to always say that we should be on time. So when we have worked on all the time in 12 years in the school to go on time or do a discipline things, why don't we do the continue the same part to make sure that we take care of our own deadlines and goals and timelines, everything on discipline. So even for investment should go to the same level. So this I'll just go across. Whenever you are investing, please keep the emotion out, diversified it, and always try to see the how long term you can be optimist. So someone sitting in the shade today because someone planted the tree in the long term back. So I'll just show you the one video, 1 minute.
20 days.
Can you see?
Yes, ma'am. Now
If you want to go around
Yes,
the
ma'am, now-
earth and start with 100 meters on the first day and double the distance every day, how long do you think it will take? 1 year? 10 years? Let's find out. Within 19 days, you would have covered 39,321 kilometers, while the equatorial circumference of Earth is about 40,075 kilometers. You would have traveled around the world in less than 20 days. But what if you stop after 10 days? You would have hardly covered a little less than 77 kilometers. This is the power of compounding. Power of compounding can help you to create a great wealth as well. How to leverage the power of compounding for maximum benefit? Start early and invest regularly. Nisha invests rupees 5,000 every month since the age of 25, while Nilesh invests rupees 7,000 every month since the age of 35. By the age of 60, both would have invested 21 lakh rupees. Assuming a return of 12%, Nisha will accumulate 2.75 crore rupees, while Nilesh will get only 1.19 crore rupees, which is 59% lesser than Nisha's wealth. This is why starting early is important. To create a wealth, start an SIP in Equity Mutual Fund, and remember, to avail the power of compounding, staying invested for long term is the key.
Yes, ma'am. It was visible, but now it's not visible.
Now?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's visible.
So this is what I was trying to say, that the eighth wonder of the world is always a power of compounding. And that not only I have experienced it, but I'm telling you, always when you do anything's long term, the power of compounding goes much, much, much beyond what you can think of. So you should always try to continue and make sure that we are able to take care of a long term goal. So don't do it when I keep saying that in an Excel, we try to say, okay, this amount is for your education of the kids, this amount is for the second kid, this is for the goals and all. And suddenly sometime people will come and say that, no, actually, I really need sometimes only for 1 year, this money, you give it to me and I'll do it. So we normally don't say no because it's your own money, but we keep trying to tell you that this is going to impact your this goal. We normally see the smallest thing, even buying a laptop or a mobile or something is a very emergency kind of it. Try to plan for it if you wanted to buy. So the 5 tips what I wanted to give here is, make sure you have a financial goal. Long term is above 8 years, short term is below 3 years, and mid term. Very, very important. We normally don't do that of it. Defining the risk. Okay, take care of the risk levels. What? Because risk is give to the return. And the risk management is always take care of a medical cover and the life cover. Normally people says that you should do 30%, but I always say that minimum 20% of the take home. So whatever you are doing at a take home, 20% continue for a long term. You will amaze to see that. Reduce and analyze your debt. Lot of time you can analyze the debt, in the sense I'm trying to say, when I do the financial planning, I realize somebody is still in the 8% or 9% on the home loan, and I said, why you didn't do it? He says, no, they have to do a lot of paperwork and all the stuff, so I didn't reduce it. Because even they call as a floating rate returns, but you need to go and initiate, pay extra money to them, and then only they reduce the loans. So all of you, most of the time I can tell you, we don't do or looks at least loan interest as a regular thing, even though they must have sent the mail or an SMS and we must have ignored. Please try to see yourself today, what are your home loans and what are the rates. If it is above 7%, please go back and change your loan rates. Now it is between 6.5 to 6.9, you will get it easily anywhere. Nothing is called late. Okay, so it's start now is the best thing. And this year maybe your good new year starting forever and ever for the other future years coming. So please start now. There is nothing wrong. A lot of time it comes and say, Rachna, I have such a big goals and then I won't be able to do, so why to start now? Then I always says, there's nothing wrong to start small and then go big. But thinking of a big, there is no point in small, there is nothing. So they always says, even to make a century, Sachin must have started with the single runs always. So it may be single or a 4 runs or 6 or whatever, but he starts small to become a 100 century, correct? So please try to start small. And you don't know that start small is actually changing your habit and continuing into the long term. You should analyze, you should look your portfolio once in 6 months or a year or whatever you have your timelines and all the stuff. But don't look a daily basis and have your heartbeat going up and down. So a lot of time people keep calling me and saying, actually by nature I don't see the market, I don't see the how the market goes up and down. Now, so I always says, it's seeing me, it's not going to impact it, so why to see? And because that's not my passion also. So I always see, okay, what is my customer goals are, how I can manage customers. So I try to do the things which is in my hand, instead of doing and thinking of what other person should do and what others, because that is not in your hand. So your hand now is to start now, and that is going to take care of your future and everything. So with that, I wind up this session and I am open for any questions, and wishing you all a great new year with a tons of happiness and tons of good health. So I'm happy to take any queries. Sanjay?
Yes, ma'am. We have some questions in chat box. So first, I will read out the question by Mr. Ashok Shah. Is term plan is for only for insurance and safety of family?
This is the question a lot of people ask on term cover, how much I should take or not take, because everybody have the different way of telling the term plan. Some company says it's a 10x of your things. It depends on age. But on a normal financial concept wise, there are normally 3 ways to take care of a term cover. Okay. Term cover is by income, by expense, or by the goals. Income, it means that if I'm giving my example, I'm 47 and I'm going to work 13 more years, my 13 years of salary will not come if I'm not there tomorrow. So I will take care of my all the future salary. I'll discount it at today's rate and take it that as a term cover. Normally, you should add your all liabilities also part of a term cover, especially for a people who are the single bread owners, winners of the family. Please take care, because it's the one case I am handing it. He has a wife, 2 kids, parents, and due to some reason, he is no more. So he just got 20 lakhs and I'm not able to help this family. Even I'm trying. I did just best is that find a job for the wife. So I'm trying to say, please do take care. Second thing is expense based. If you are not there, your family want a household income and other goals to be taken care, how to do it. Last but not the least is all your financial goals, to please do it. Add your current, all the things, all the liabilities, loans outstanding, minus whatever you have it. That is the term cover you should take. Now term cover is another 3 levels are coming. people have become a trend that Rachna, it is so cheap, why don't I do it? So previously term cover was till 75, now it's coming till 85, 99. So a lot of time people are saying at least it will go to the next generation, which is a tax free, because wealth tax may come in the future. That's another trend I have seen across. If that is the reason, you should take a good term cover. I am not in that philosophy of giving a very good term cover to my kids. I believe I should give a good education and they should earn themselves. So I have not taken in the sense of giving to the next generation. So is it I answered your query or not? Who's the person answered question?
Ashok Saha, Mr. Ashok Saha.
So Ashok, is it that I answered it?
Yeah.
So it's always for a safety, no doubt about it. But it is in case of thing is to take care in case if you are dependent or a liability also. Okay. So a lot of time you must have seen the bankers, if they're giving a loans, they ask you to take the term cover also. Yes, Nupur, you have been having a raised hand. Can you unmute and tell me your question? Nupur Gupta.
Hello.
Yeah, I think so. You can take another question, Sanjay. I think so. She's.
Yes, ma'am. So we have one more question. Like, can you share some insights on benefit of investing in NPS? Question asked by Mr. Gautam Singh.
Yeah, so always an NPS is a good thing, and especially who are in a 30% bracket, because you get a tax benefit over and above the ATC. But this I'm trying to tell you, if you are in an old regime of tax filing, if it is a new regime of tax filing, it is not going to benefit as a being in an NPS. Yeah.
Ma'am, Nupur Gupta is saying that please let me unmute. Host is not allowing.
Is it? Okay. I am also not able to unmute. So I'll make it a co-host. Can you try, Nupur?
Ma'am, some people raise their hands, so they want to ask.
Yeah, so let me take Mr. Ashok and Alok afterwards. Yes, Mr. Alok. Sorry, Ashok.
Yeah. There are two questions.
Yeah.
One, in mutual fund, there is a regular investment versus direct investment.
Yeah.
Is it what how to shift from regular to the direct? Second question is it worth doing that? And third thing is like there are in a regular investment there are two types. One, it's lump sum payment to the advisor, and with the direct investment. And second thing is on commission basis. So what is the right approach for mutual fund investment in that?
Okay. So it's a very three questions, a big questions on. I'll tell you what you're trying to ask. You are trying to ask as per the SEBI new rule. It has come, you can choose as a distributor or you are an advisor. Okay. So there are two different licenses to be utilized. So license on an advisory RAI license. It means that there are a set of rules as told that you have to understand the risk, you have to understand the goals, and according to the risk, goals, and the transparency and agreement, you can advise a person. So when we are advising that person, we are supposed to get the fees from them. So fees is depending on a people to people. They may charge a percentage of what you are investing, or they may charge the fixed fees. Okay. I have seen and heard people are taking a fees in quarterly basis, half yearly, yearly, whatever they have been asking that part of it. So whenever the advisor is giving, they will give you the direct funds. Direct fund means there is no brokerage is coming. So if you go to any of the internet and Google, you will do like I can say HDFC, ICICI, any funds, you will see there are three disclaimer things. It's saying a regular, direct, and an institutional. So the difference between regular and the direct is a brokerage. Normally we get a brokerage on a 0.8. Of course, we have to pay 18% of the, I can say, service tax, because it comes along with the service tax. Their service tax, I mean the GST it is. So good, I can say advisor, because they're above 20 lakhs of revenue, they will be getting around 0.6 to 0.7% as a brokerage. Okay. Otherwise, if you are saying that I wanted a direct, your direct funds are normally 1 to 1.2% higher in a returns. So because they are not giving a brokerage, that higher return comes, and because you're getting higher returns, you will pay to the advisor a one time or a fixed money, whatever you is by asking. In a long run, because this is the new trend has come and people are still learning to pay the fees. So new trend I have seen that people are okay to pay a fees. Then if they are okay to pay a fees, you should go for a direct, because even maximum any customers or a wealth manager ask is a 1% fees, because if I do the equivalent of brokerage and the thing is 1%. So you are 0.2% of the performance is in your favor, and 0.2% of your performance on a long-term compounding is going to make a big difference. So I normally say a person going to the direct paying fees is good, but most of the time I have seen even a bigger customer, even 10 to 12 crore customer come and tell me, Rachna, I am been in a bank, I've never paid fees, so I want you to take care of a regular and don't ask me the fees. So it's a mindset issue between you wanted a pay a fees or not. From customer side, it is going to be the similar one, because if you take a regular, it's 0.8 goes to the broker, and otherwise normally they will charge between 0.8 and 1, because they're doing a once in a year and then to post basis. Okay, but in a longer run, as a customer, direct is always a beneficial, even if you pay a fees, because a performance of 0.2 or 0.3% on a long-term compounding is a favorable. Am I answered all the three questions, Mr. Ashok?
Yeah. There's another question is on, as you said, goal-based planning.
Yeah.
The goal-based are divided into short-term, medium-term, and long-term.
Yeah.
Now, does this long-term multiple goals should have different investment in different mutual fund, or can be all long-term mutual fund should be in the long-term goal base?
You can do both. We do sometimes asset based and sometimes scheme based goal mapping, because there are so many products has come where we do the goal mapping and the percentage wise. So if you do a single thing, then you have to do a divided that scheme into 30% of an education, 30% in a second educational things. So easier for tracking. People normally have at least a different folio numbers to track faster on a product level or maybe app level, I can say.
One more last question, personal, it's okay to ask?
I will come back to you because Alok is doing. I'll come back to you, Ashok. If it is not, I will, after the session also, I'll come back to you. Yes, Mr. Alok. Alok, can you hear us? Nupur, can you hear us? Because it's the third hand I can see. Yeah, can you ask question, Nupur? If you're not, please write the message. I will do because I'm also not able to unmute. I made you co-host actually. I'm not able to hear you. You are on mute, Nupur. Please type it out across. Otherwise, Tamil Selvan, can you tell? I can hear your hand also. I can see. I don't know what is the reason. If you all can write it in a chat, I will take it up. I will take the question from Ravi T. He says, can we take NPS even if we have a lot of shares? There is a Rajiv Gandhi scheme also. What is the difference? The NPS is only applicable for the new investor only. So there is a lot. It's been happening that you, whenever you do any investment, forget it a Rajiv Gandhi or NPS or a PF or anyone, I want you to decide one thing and look into one thing. What is a post-tax returns you are getting? Okay. If you are in 20%, you take as a 20%. Inflation, you add 6%. Is your whatever return, let us say FD, I'm just giving an example of FD. If I'm getting a 5.5 and I'm 30%, so I'm just getting 3.9% returns and my inflation is around 6%. So I'm getting less. Same thing with the Rajiv Gandhi. Okay. So most of the time, please try to make sure any investment of yours post-tax, post-inflation should be equal or greater than zero. At least basic, I should be taking care of my inflation. Okay. That should be the one way of looking. Don't go into the fixed return so much that you are eroding your own wealth. Yeah, Nupur, want to keep some money for an education of a kids of 20 years, have any good scheme? So yes, there are so many good schemes comes for the kids. Whenever I have done, I have now both two kids, one is 20 and one is 14. I have been planning from the time they have born. So most of the good part in a kids education, we divide into three parts. One is through SIP in their names. One, we take an insurance for the kids, which is called waiver of income. So in case something happens to me, the kids will get the same sum assured. And the third is to take care of the fixed value. So it can be a bond or it can be any other things. The good part of a mutual fund, they do have a kids mutual fund, which is a balance fund, and it's a lock-in. So I love lock-in kids funds because it has been doing amazingly good. But there is another trend has come. They says that now when they are 18, the money will go to their account, and then I don't have a control. So that's another thing I have noticed. But those are the good funds. Even though you don't want a kids funds, take it as a normal mutual fund SIP for them, and you will do it. So 2/3 should come from the wealth creation funds, and 1/3 should be taking care of a waiver of income or an insurance side. NPS comes under ATC, it doesn't come under ATC, it's come under CCB, and which is over and above ATC. Okay, so 1.5 lakhs of ATC you can have it, and you can take 50,000 for NPS if your company is not being paneled. Otherwise, you can do 10% of the basic under if your company is being taken care of. So ULIP versus MF. ULIP versus MF, it may not be now greater side. Before it was beneficial because ULIP was a tax free and MF in the long term it became a 10% taxable. But last budget, if you have noticed, ULIP above 2.5 lakhs is also a taxable. So if you are taking a ULIP at 2.5 lakhs, it makes sense. Till now, you are doing in an MF basis. Hi, I already asked you the query on multiple asset class funds due to high markets. Madhusudan, I am not sure this question as of today, if you can elaborate, because some people are not able to unmute. I have no idea about it. Tamil Selvan, can you type it? I will be able to answer. I'll see that and not because I'm sorry if you're not able to unmute. Same thing with Alok. Please write it. I'll be able to answer those. If I opt for NPS and I can take it once my age is reached, now it's a 55, you can take the NPS start after 55 also. Can you answer full question on ULIP? What is the full question on ULIP? Ashok. ULIP versus mutual fund for investment. ULIP has not given the return as much as MF over 6 years. Should I come with a ULIP? So whenever we do a comparison of ULIP and the thing, you should take care of a term cover with a mutual fund equivalent, and then only you can compare it. Okay, but I do agree. Most of the time, sometimes nowadays the charges of ULIPs are very less, by the way. But yes, if you are doing a comparison, I can send it across. It will be little less then ULIP part of it, because you should take care of a taxation when you are exiting. Second thing is you have to take care of a term cover, same value what you have it in ULIP, you will get the mostly the similar one. But nowadays it is above 2.5 lakhs, so the new fresh ULIPs are taxable. So I'm just saying you take ULIP as a whatever XIRR, otherwise you give it to me, I will do that because that's a common thing we do for us. Whatever is a ULIP for a mutual fund, similar amount minus a term cover amount, take it at 10% or 12% returns, and take the 10% of taxation in the long term in the mutual fund and do the XIRR or yearly returns. That's the way it should be. But I personally feel it's a good to have a good high term cover and take a mutual fund. That's a good way, to simpler way of going across. There is another questions coming. Happy New Year. Thank you, Pavni. Nice to know as we both work together in Infosys. And Gupta, for emergency things, but just now mentioned 2.5 lakhs and above is flexible. What do you mean by new? It's been last budget itself says, see what has happened. They are trying to on par the people of SIP versus the ULIP or doing that. Previously, even if you do 10 crores, or 10 lakhs ULIP, whatever money comes to you is a tax free. But 2 years back in the market, above long terms has become a 10% taxable. So what they have told that now, the 2.5 lakhs premium, whatever you are doing the new, whatever money comes is not a taxable. It comes as a tax free. Above 2.5 lakhs, whatever you're doing, it's as per PAN, it's not as per the insurance company, okay? If you're doing a fresh, then that, whatever returns you get, you will get a taxable on that. So insurance company also will cut it on those. But of course, they will cut only TDS. You have to, when you're filing, you have to take care of everything. Do wealth making and retirement planning serve a different purpose and strike a balance? What is the right age to start the fixed return, thinking of fixed return? Normally we say is that 100 minus A should be the equity. So you have the good combination of fixed and not fixed. Anytime your any of your retirement plans, I said 2/3 should be taken care by wealth and 1/3 should be taken care by the fixed. So most of our fixed itself is PF, PPF, NPS is taking care of it. So you can create through the wealth side of it. Nowadays, many people are doing the fixed pension plans, which is giving around 6.1 to 6.3% XIRR. It means that if you are in 30% bracket, you are getting a 9% FD for next 25 to 30 years, which has been going like a hot cake last 2-3 years, and people have been buying those because most of the pension plans are taxable. These guaranteed pension plan, or you can say monthly plans, are not taxable. That's where Pavni, your question is all about. I hope I answered your question also. Can we invest in a mutual fund in my daughter's name? It may help her in the long term. Of course, I have been doing for my both the kids from the time they have born. So till they are below 18, it is added to your income and you spend the money. So they will be, they call the, like I become a guardian and they have, but of course, the investment and the banks are linked to them. So after they are 18, it will go. So only thing is, after they're 18, the money will go to their bank. So that sometimes people says I'm not comfortable because they have the full accountability and choice. But yes, I was okay with it. So I have done it in a kid's name, in the kid's bank. Otherwise, you can do it in your name and make it them nominee. Or you can write as a will to write it that these funds or this amount will go to them. Can you brief about PPF, which comes under the tax benefit? Yeah, PPF come under the ATC. And PPF is still good because 7.1% we are getting a tax free. So it's a good funds for a retirement perspective. But we have to look at how much. So I was talking to another customer. Don't do like a Sukanya Samriddhi, PPF, PF, VPF, and LIC. Then you realize that you don't have any liquidity. So if you are looking at PPF as a long term or a VPF, nowadays because VPF also above 2.5 is a taxable. So don't do so much VPF when you are getting a taxability. Similar amount you put it in a SIP for 7 to 8 years, you may get a much better returns. So that's the way you should analyze in a longer level. Gautam Singh, how are the charges in NPS and how pension is given after retirement? NPS, if I'm not wrong, it's between 1.35 to 1.5 because it's been driven by government and it comes under the balanced fund kind of it because they cannot invest 100% in equity. They can do maximum only of 70%. So the balanced fund is also at 1.5. Pensions are given on a monthly basis as how NPS will or any other pension plans will give till your death. That's all from my side. I cannot see any new questions. If you have any new questions, please do hands up. Temin Selvam and Alok, if I've answered you, you can put your hands down. So I will see if anybody else have a questions, I can take it.
No, ma'am, we don't have some other questions.
So thank you again for joining on a weekend. Have a wonderful time. I can see two new more questions coming. Okay, thank you. It's coming, so it's nice. So thanks a lot for joining and making this session so wonderfully well and more interactive. Have a wonderful weekend and enjoy yourself.
Ma'am, I would like to add one thing.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, thank you so much, and we will share the recordings with you if you missed the session in between due to some network issue or something. We're also sharing Rashna ma'am's contact detail and email ID, so you can reach out to her if you have any other question. Yeah, thank you.
So I just wanted to add on, we do take care of underprivileged, taking care of their education. We are trying our best to give more education for newer future leaders. So if you like to contribute, its contribution start from 1,000 rupees onwards. So I will ask Sanjay, when you are giving this feedback and the video, can you give the detail on the RH Foundation also, will be the great. Your support and generosity will be always appreciated. Thank you.
And also we have started a webinar series for this January month, so whoever will join this next upcoming 2 webinars, which will be on 22nd and 29th of January, they will win an author signed book written by Mr. Anil Rego, CEO and founder of Right Horizon. So yeah, you can win the book by participating in the webinar.
Thank you, Sanjay, and
Thank you.
thank you, everybody.